happening? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Just having fun. I was going to try to do live earlier when I first got on the road, but that didn't happen. And so I'm jumping on before I get off. Before I get off the road, I've been driving for a minute now. It's Sharing Saturday. It's Sharing Saturday. It is Sharing Saturday. So, what do we do on Sharing Saturday? We share. Okay, trying to get my little stuff together here. But trying to see who's up, who's awake on this Mother's Day weekend, on this Sharing Saturday, trying to see if you're aware of what's going on, where you live, where you work, where you play. In our world, childhood cancer. But yeah, it's Sharing Saturday, and it's an absolutely beautiful day. So I'm thinking this weekend might be nice. I'm currently in St. Petersburg, and so I'm hanging out today, spending the day. Took the day off. Can you guys believe it? I took Saturday off. I think I'm gonna take tomorrow off too. I'm not 100% sure yet, but wanted to jump on again. It's Sharing Saturday, and I'm super excited about the weekend. It's Mother's Day weekend, and it's I was trying to figure out Mother's Day weekend. I don't celebrate Mother's Day weekend for myself. I am a mother. I'm a proud mother. I think motherhood is my very best asset. And so I'm so thankful to God for allowing me to be a vessel to bring forth and create life. So that's a blessing in itself. But for those of us moms who have lost children, Mother's Day is so much more in that capacity. And then for those children, no matter how old you are, whether you're from 0 to whatever age you are, if you've lost a mom, Mother's Day is always different for you. And so just want to say either or happy Mother's Day to those of you who still have moms that you're loving on, that you're treating like a queen and doing those things that you need. I know so many amazing women and so many moms. Of course, I definitely know a bunch of older people who I cater to that are amazing moms and have done. I don't know if you guys can see me because the sun is taking over, but are amazing moms, and they definitely are a blessing. There I am. Look, hey. Nothing like some shade, but they're a blessing, and I always want to be a blessing back to them. But in addition to those who have lost moms, whether it was this year, last year, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, if you had that relationship with your mom and now you no longer have her here, then I know that for me, time does not heal all wounds. People say, oh, time heals everything. Well, it doesn't. Kayla, for me as a mom, I'm always going to miss my son. He was absolutely a magnificent angel, miracle child. And there's not a day that there's always going to be a piece of me that hurts, and that wound will never heal completely. And so with that, for those people who have lost their moms, I send my condolences to you and just say that, enjoy the moments, the memories, the moments of this weekend, but enjoy the memories that you share with her, especially if she was one of those phenomenal women and she instilled or imparted how to be a woman if you are a woman, or how to treat a woman if you're a man. And so there's so much going on in life. I had an amazing conversation with a young lady yesterday for a couple hours, and just talking to her about being a woman and how we have to communicate. We were talking about mates and spouses and husbands and stuff, and just talking to her about how much effort it takes to not just be in a relationship, but to have healthy relationships. And that's just not for if you're dating, but that's a relationship period. Whether it's friendship, whether it's business partnerships, we have to have healthy communication in order to move to the next level in any type of anything that we engage in. And I was talking to my right hand a few minutes ago, and I was saying, I think most people don't realize that relationship has everything to do with relations, and most people are so quick to jump ship because they don't have time to invest in the relation part of it. And so if you take relationship together, you have to build that relation with, whether it's business, whether it's husband, wife, spouse, whatever it is. And then you have to get that anchor rooted and grounded so that the ship part of it will just manifest. And it doesn't mean that, like I said yesterday, I was saying, it doesn't mean that you're not going to have hard times. It doesn't mean that trouble or trials are not going to come your way. It just means that you're better equipped on how to navigate through those times. And you do it respectfully. You do it acknowledging the fact that we're going to have hard times. Things are going to happen, but how do we work through them? And so that's the blessing of relation. It's like we're communicating this ship. We're rowing it. And I wish you could see like full circle. I wish you could see me, but where the camera was in front of me, but I'm driving. But it's like, just like I'm steering the truck, I'm driving in the truck. It's the same. It's you're steering through this relation, and the ship is, how are you making it? How are you maneuvering the ship left to right, front to back, whatever you're doing, but in a healthy way. And so with that, if your mom or a mother figure or somebody has helped you to cultivate those characteristical traits, kudos to you, but make sure that you're imparting those back into others, into the people's lives who you are involved with, entangled in, whatever it is. Make sure that you're doing your part to make your relationships healthy, make your relationships prosperous, to make your relationships just go the extra mile. Everything in life takes work. If it's planting, if it's gardening, if it's whatever it is that you do, everything takes work. And notice that if you are, if you have plants, if you keep them in a dark place and you don't water them, they die. So everything has to have a healthy lifestyle around them. So if you're in a relationship, no matter what type of relationship it is, whether it's a mother or child, let's stick to that because it's Mother's Day weekend. You have to build those kids up. You have to cultivate them. I think a lot of times we miss out. Now I see where we're trying to be friends versus trying to be parents. And we have to understand that as mothers, especially as mothers, we impart so much into our children, and there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with imparting things in them, but make sure you're imparting the positive things. And we're not friends. I tell my children all the time, we're never friends. I don't care. My son said to me, I thought Mom, I think we're adults. And I said, you guys are adults because you're paying your own bills. A lot of them have built their own houses or have their own places and spaces, and they're doing their own thing, but we're never friends. I'm always Mom. We're always going to have this clarity in our relationship, and we prosper, and we prosper together. One thing I loved about celebrating my 30-day birthday celebration last month in April was that all of my children, they called, they said something empowering, but one of my sons was the first to call, first thing in the morning on my birthday. And the words that he said and he spoke to me about being a village to him and so many other, he's like, you just don't love us, you love other people's kids as well. And I've always, from my children to my godchildren to the foster kids we took in, there's no this is my child versus this is my child. They're all my children, they're all our kids, and I've always imparted the same thing in each and every one of them. Nobody gets the special treatment, even though if you ask them, they would always say, somebody's gonna say, she treats so and so better than she treats. No, that's her favorite. I have no favorites. If I would have had a favorite, he would be no longer here right now today. So it's just that when you are a mother, it's each child, just like plants and flowers or fruits and vegetables, when you're planting, you have different things that you have to do to different types of fruits and vegetables. And so with children, if you have more than one, bless you. You understand the struggle so well. But if you have more than one, you know that each child raised in the same house, raised with the same parents, raised with the same expectations is what I want to say. When you have children, they all need different attention. Some kids manifest on their own. Even now, I see my grandkids. Some of them, you can put them in a room and they'll play or do whatever on their own. But then some kids need that extra love. Like, you gotta be attentive to them. Even in their adult years, you have to be attentive to them. You have to show them more or give more or push through more for them to get to a level where they need to be for them. And so I'm thankful to be able to see those ages and stages with all of my children. My boys are definitely different than the girls because they are male versus female. But it's just a blessing to see that my boys want to be loved. Not just that, they don't mind loving in return. And I always talk to my boys because it's like, yeah, dad says one thing or whatever happens on that end, but there's nothing like a mother imparting in her son the virtues of how to treat a woman, the virtues of how to be a man for a woman. You know, most people feel like, oh, he needs to be able to do X, Y, and Z, this and that. Yes, you would like for a lot of things to happen, but what happens when that person is not all of those things? So that's where the relation of things happen. That's where the ship starts to, we start to veering the ship to say, okay, do I need to go left, right, straight? Do I need to make a U-turn and replay this whole scenario? And so, again, it's Mother's Day weekend. I want to encourage all mothers, period, to be the best mom you can. Stop trying to be friends with these kids. For those children who has electronics that run their life, make this weekend that weekend where you take away those gadgets and spend some quality time together, especially for the younger kids. I have a goddaughter, and she dreads being around me because she knows that there won't be no cable TV. You won't have no cell phone. You won't be doing all this stuff that you do, because when you're with me, I'm going to be teaching you things about life. I'm going to be teaching you things that's going to make you better. And being on a cell phone or social media and all of those things are nice to know, but it's not going to take you to where you need to be in life. So if one thing all of my children know about me is, spouse or not, I'm going to make sure life happens financially, period. I'm always saving up for the next thing. I'm always putting money away for the next whatever. I teach my children to save as if it's raining every single day. You know, in Florida, you don't know if it's going to rain right now or later on or in 5 minutes, or it's raining on the left side of the street, but the right side of the street is not. So I always teach them to act like it's raining, save for a rainy day, and act like it's raining every single day. And when you do that, when hard times come or when unexpected things come, car maintenance, just things that you need to do. You might have to go to the doctor and get a prescription that costs way more than you thought with your insurance. And so you have this stuff saved away. What if you do want to take a trip? I don't know if I'm in a bad area saying trying to reconnect. But what if you want to take a trip or something and you don't want to put it on a credit card? So if you start saving now for that, you can't. People say I can't afford to save. It's like I can't afford to save. You can't afford not to save. If you have any type of income that comes in, you should be saving something. Start small. Start realistically. Nothing is small when you're saving. So if you only can save $5 a paycheck or $10 a paycheck, start small. Put it in an account. Open up an account and put it in that account where it's not attached to your regular checking account, where if you're prone to go and take money out of it, if you don't see it, it's out of sight, out of mind. So put it somewhere else and invest it in you, so when those times do come, you don't have to try to scramble around to figure out how am I going to do X, Y, and Z, what's going to happen. Oh goodness, I don't have this, this type of, I don't have this kind of money. And so save, put away for something. But again, moms, mothers, I don't care, from whatever age, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond, happy Mother's Day weekend. But take advantage of this time to reflect on, especially like us younger moms mothers need to definitely love on the older women. It's a lot of times they are forgotten with all the things that they've done in life. For so many people, it's like they spend most of their years taking care of and supporting adult age kids and grandkids and all of this. But yes, we should love them 365, but because it's Mother's Day weekend, I think we should do extra special things for them, to love them if we don't do them already. And so make sure this weekend, younger parents, not so much for your kids, love on your kids. Be thankful that God allowed you to be a parent. Start writing down pros and cons of your motherhood experience, and figure out how can you, going forward from tomorrow and beyond, be a better mom to your kids. For those of you who curse, I know there's a lot of children out here who curse, and then their moms and stuff, or people be like, these kids curse, that's a shame. But they're a product of their environment. They're cursing because somebody else curses around them. So let's cater our conversations. When I grew up, children were seen and not heard. They didn't sit around adults when adults talked, and they weren't in adult conversations. And so right now in this life, you see so many kids, they know everything that's going on in the house. They know everything that's going on with everything. And so let's separate our children from our adult activities and things that are not healthy or pleasant for children at any age. And as I tell my kids, yes, they're all adult age, but guess what? There's still some things, period, that we just will not discuss or do together, even as adults. If my kids go to hookah lounges or clubs or things of that nature, definitely mom is not hanging out with them at any of those type of functions. But we have to set a standard as parents, as adults, and as moms. We need to really focus on what we can do, especially if we still have children that's 18 and under in our house, and we have to be a positive influence too. So again, it's Sharing Saturday. I definitely want to share a little bit on Mother's Day. I probably have to do another live later. I probably will do another live later because I'm getting ready to pull up on my destination. I'll do another live later because you know what Sharing Saturday is, to talk about our 5K, to talk about things that you can do to support the 5K, either in person or virtually, to talk about if you want to be a vendor, a sponsor, if you want to participate, period. If you want to donate items, I'll get back on and talk about that. Mr. Johnny, I see you saying something. I don't have my glasses on, so let me see if I can read it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I hope you and Miss K are doing fine. Well, I miss you guys so much, seeing you face to face and in person, but I know I gotta call you and check on you. Life is good and busy, but yeah, I want to get back on, and then I need to share some of our businesses, share our businesses who support us on our social media page. So prayerfully I'll be able to do all of that a little later. It's still early. It's like 9-10 in the morning, but the temperature is amazing. It was 66. Now we're at like 74, but it's still like a nice cool breeze. Nothing too much. The sun is out, but it still feels amazing. So hopefully the temperature stays like this, should I say? So the temperature stays like this for a while, and then just be an enjoyable day. So I'm looking, because I'm going across another bridge. I don't like bridges. I absolutely am a water creature. My whole entire family, we are water creatures, but I don't like driving over bridges. And I tell you, from in St. Pete to Clearwater to Tampa area, all these bridges and all this water everywhere just absolutely just drives me bonkers. It's like, oh my goodness, I absolutely don't like water. So I'm looking, because I'm in South Pasadena, and I'm going over these little bridges, so I can't look at the camera and pay attention to the bridges, because I totally am afraid of water. It's like my whole life I've always loved the beach. I absolutely, if you know anything about me, I love the beach. But like now, I'm going over another bridge, and I just don't like the fact that, driving over it. Being in the water is one thing, but driving over the water is a completely different thing. And so, I don't know what that stigma is. My cousin always says, you know how to swim, so what's the issue? I don't want to drown in water. That's the issue. But again, it's Mother's Day weekend. It's sharing Saturday. People have asked what are my plans for Mother's Day. I absolutely have no plans for Mother's Day. I got up this morning, and I got up late, an hour late, and so that's why I'm literally just arriving at my destination, because yesterday was a long day. It was a long day, but it was a productive day, so I'm super excited about that. But spending today with Ashley, and I will go back live, but spending this time Mother's Day weekend with one of our donors, one of our, what do you call it, sponsors, one of our supporters, one of our major supporters, spending some time with him this morning. And so when he told me about the event they were having Friday and Saturday, I said, well, I can't come Friday, but I'll definitely be there Saturday. And so I was like, okay, let me get up, get on the road and do what I need to do. And so I'm arriving, and what a blessing it is to have people to support you from the heart, wholeheartedly, from the heart. And I would definitely be remiss if I did not, if I said, you know what, yeah, that's too far, or that's too far to drive. I understand the event is, whatever, but I would feel bad for myself to know that there are so many people in our lives. The sun has me again, or I don't know if you can see me. I can't see you guys, but in this, because it's Mother's Day weekend, I would feel really, really, really bad if I was not able to support people who support us. And so that's the major part of people being a blessing. It's like, how can you how can you expect people to support you if you don't give back to them? And so with that being said, I'm spending my morning, I'm trying to readjust the camera view. There we go, because that sun is out. Good morning, everybody. So yeah, spending the morning with one of our supporters who definitely loves us from day one that we met. We have just bonded and connected, and life has been really, 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 it has really been a blessing to me personally, to our organization. I'm trying to get to a spot. To me personally and to our organization. So it's just, like I said, a blessing for people to be able to just support us. So why wouldn't I drive to spend some time with them at one of their events and just be a blessing back to them? And so that's what it's all about. Yes, we raise awareness and funds and support for children who have affected by childhood cancer. But when those people bless us back, oh my goodness, when people give back to us and people support us, that is exactly what Sharing Saturday is all about. It's about sharing who we are and what we do and why we do what we do. But it's about giving back to those people, yes, on Saturdays, because personal people, we don't have, I don't think you can share somebody's personal page, Facebook page, so we only share businesses. But we have amazing men and women who come out, who don't have businesses, who donate to our organization financially, and they are just a blessing. And so I would say there's not nothing that I wouldn't do personally to be a blessing back to them. And so that's why I'm where I am this morning, supporting a great person who pours into us, who we're April birthday people, but who pours back into our organization, who believes in us, who understands what we go through, whose spouse is also in the medical field. And so it's all about just loving and giving back and sharing and caring. And that's what Sharing Saturday is all about. If you've ever met me and you've ever supported our organization, you know that there is nothing that I would not do to give back, to support whatever it is that you have going on. I'm trying to see where my glasses are because I can't see. I always do lives and I think I'm never prepared. I'm never fully prepared. Hold on. So yeah, I think I found my glasses. Just hopefully I don't have to clean them, and then we're gonna have a whole different challenge. But there we go. Yay, I can see now, even with the sun out. So it's Sharing Saturday again. What we do, what we say, and how we ask people to help and support us. We do the same. I tell people, as the president, I don't ask people to do anything for our organization that we don't do. We have our Be Like Giving Tuesday. As an organization, my team and I, we are 100% volunteers. We don't take any of the proceeds, but what we do is we give monthly to our organization. We give back to what we believe in. We are blood donor participants. We donate blood. We donate blood products. We are Be the Match candidates. And so we ask you to do things that we do. We're not going to say, oh, donate to our cause, when that's not what we do. We do the things that we ask you to do. And so if we say, hey, come out to our annual Childhood Cancer 5K, which is 77 days away, and my spiel that I'll do this weekend, we're not asking you to do that because we're not going to be there. We've already, my team and I, we register early because we have early registration, but we ask you to be there because, yes, we're going to be there in support. Good morning, sis. I can see a little bit. The sun is like right in my, and I can't get, I've tried to get like to a space and a place where I can not have the glare. But yeah, hey sis, good morning. Made it to my destination safely over all the water and the lakes and the whatever you call it, rivers, whatever it was. The water was amazing though, going across. I tried to get some video footage as well. So, but we definitely don't ask you to do anything that we wouldn't do. We absolutely wholeheartedly are aware of the families that we cater to. And if you didn't know, we service the entire Florida. So any child who's diagnosed with cancer in Florida, we started out just in the Orlando area, but then as we begin to grow and raise funds and fundraise and have the funds that we need for families, we begin to open it up to different ages and stages. And so with that, we service the entire Florida. And so the need that people don't talk about, you see the Make-A-Wishes and you see all the trips and the funds and the experiences that the kids get when they are sick or when they're, down and out, or a lot of times you see them when the doctors have given up and said that there's nothing more that they can do. Then they try to get them to some exotic place or make their final wish, so they'll have this beautiful moment. But in the process, like for us, we battled for 3 years. In the process, nobody talks about the financial burden that if a mom or a dad, or if a single parent, or sometimes we have grandmothers that are raising kids. If any of you were like me and raised by your grandparents, you know that money is always tight. And so when they lose an income, if they lose that income, then nobody talks about the medical bills, the prescriptions, the gas that they have to go back and forth. If you're living at the Ronald McDonald House, or you have to stay in a hotel, the hospitals and things of that nature don't cover those fees. And so nobody talks about those things. And that's why we try to assist the families in those aspects financially, yes, but awareness, yes, but then financially, and then support them with agencies outside of ourselves that partner with us. So we're assisting them, we're helping other people assist them to help relieve that financial burden. So if you don't know anything about us, you could always give us a call, talk to us, ask us questions. How do we need help? What do we need? We need help 365. We put on this annual Childhood Cancer 5K to help 10 new families each and every year. And it actually goes off amazing. And we're able to do that because with COVID and people stopping working and all of that different stuff, it still didn't stop applications from coming in. And so we appreciate, we love, I can't put words together, because I'm honored to be able to help and support so many kids. If you see the posters that we create for our Childhood Cancer 5K, you will know that it's just a blessing in itself to be able to, it's just a blessing in itself to just be able to give back to families. My bad. I had to look at my gadget because I'm expecting. Okay. I'm waiting on a message. I'm waiting on a very important message. So, but yeah. What is that about? I am super excited to be able to just give back in the capacity that I give back to. And yes, I'm a woman. I'm a mom who has multi-talented. My background is accounting and nursing, and so there's so much that goes on. But I have a cleaning service where I've been cleaning since 2000. It's 2021 right now. I do childhood cancer, and that's my heart. That's my passion. And then I help seniors. I have a few seniors that I'm a blessing to. And so with that, I just am honored every single day of every single breath that I take to get up this morning and drive when I don't like driving. especially distance. And so I'm honored to be able to be a blessing to other people, but I'm more honored for the blessings that God has given me personally, with all the wonderful, amazing people in my life. But the businesses and others who support us back allow me to support them back. And so it's Sharing Saturday again. I pray and hope that you share the love of God with everybody this weekend. Moms, love on your kids. Kids, absolutely love on your moms. All of those mothers that are 70, 80, and 90, I pray that your kids and your grandkids will remember that Mother's Day should be every day, but this weekend to just surprise somebody and do something special, even if it's just taking them some dinner. My seniors, people talk about Boston Market, but my seniors absolutely love Boston Market. I have some seniors that I take Insure to, and Boost and water. I have stuff in the truck with me, so prayerfully I get back in time. I get back to Orlando in time. I really want to escape the rest of the day and go get in some of this water, like and just have me a fun beach day, because when I went to the beach in March in Clearwater, oh my goodness, the water was so amazing, but the temperature was like 60 degrees. And today it's 74 here, and it's absolutely perfect for beach day. So I'm going to try not to get in any water today. Maybe tomorrow I could sneak away and get in some water. But I'm going to try to get back so I can be a blessing to those women who have definitely supported me and been there for me. I gotta get off live because my phone is ringing, and that means I have to check in with the alarm. So talk to you in a little bit. Love you guys. Call me if you need anything. Have a great day.